Phelps, Bukowski. You have a new case. 2 women. Possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Alcoholic.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Anyways, hello, welcome back. I am Detective Jeff Shepard, and today I am playing Noire as Cole Phelps, also the detective that you play in the game. So as you can see from the opening cut scene, the fallen idol, someone tried to kill 2 women. Let's solve this case and see where the clues might lead us.
It's you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in this section.
So you can also drive other vehicles as well, but I did that last time. I drove a place to the vehicle, which is pretty cool. Come on, partner, let's go. Ah! Really? A little bit of a shock tune.
Stop just ahead.
Well, let's take a look. So there's the crash site you can see. And yes, so that is women on the wheel.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Too much info.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Buzzfeed, Newsfeed, one
If
of
you're
the
looking
2.
for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Okay, we'll check them out in a second. So, when I first did this, is the second take
Mrs.
on
McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop.
this. Coming on a little
Maybe a bit on the
flirtatious.
serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Gets denied. Shut down.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey.
So when I first did
I
this,
can't
I did
remember.
good cop, and I tried bad cop.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about. 'Cause
I think the one with Jessica, I think, was the accused. This one might be that.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Alright, so that's too good. We're on a good streak though. Let's keep it going. So we'll go check the crime scene
Phelps.
and see what we can find for clues.
Let's go see the coroner.
So it is definitely one that is an accused. Question what answer was, or for question I mean.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
No, that is probably is not. So as you can see, it is ripped.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
That's definitely a possibility of intercourse or well, the consent.
She's a long way from home.
So if you would like, you can also pause it to read it if you can read English. Oh, I mean, having pretty good. So we'll go check the window.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
So definitely the license plate might have been completely ripped off from the looks of it.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
He's got a little bit of an actor inside of him.
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did
That's
it
not
wanted
good.
these women dead.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
Find anything interesting?
My thoughts exactly though, partner. Definitely need to go ask her about Jessica and probably ask the accused part and use the underwear section to get the truth out of it. To see if she can tell us the truth on it, to be honest.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Am I go accused?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Yes, I do.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
So we got that one.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
She's looking away. She knows something. Let's push her on that back up.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent
totally,
doesn't
you're
deal with
talented.
props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses.
So
Mrs.
we got them all
McAfee,
correct.
I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you
Yeah, we
accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Someone's got to be concerned because obviously you're not. So let's go check up on Jessica Hamilton and see what else we can get out through questions. So I think this one I'm going to drive a little bit. This is just over that way.
Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Thank you.
You can't hold me here. No! I
Feeling
don't
better
need to
since
be
this morning,
manhandled by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my
A little.
lawyer.
My head still feels
Where is the
swimming.
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Nobody cares, lady. But go for it. Evidence of abuse. Yeah, that's not good. Pulse. BP. 130/84. 117. Color. Pale. Pink. And puffy. Good. Normal. Dresses.
You're making me
dressing view.
uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me, not saying anything.
I doubt it.
Well, let's talk to Jessica Hamilton. And so she's
Hello,
gotta say.
Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
She's looking away, so definitely.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Again, she's looking away. She's hiding something in this. Say bad cop.
Jessica, if you don't want me to call your father, you better tell me what happened.
Please, please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been through?
There's probably an accuse.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
She's looking away. See, the more you get into the game, the harder it is going to be to try and determine whether or not they're hiding, lying, or if they're being honest. I'm gonna say
You're lying,
please.
Jessica. You're a victim of the oldest scam in Hollywood. Don't protect these people.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Bishop makes movies. That's all I know. Please, I don't feel well. Do I have to keep answering questions?
Shucks.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
She...
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It was definitely a challenge to
It's
try.
the tale of this
and
town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Good idea.
There she goes. Come on.
So this is the first time you get to tell somebody. This part does take quite a bit of time to do, to finish off playing in the game. Also in
Ballard is
Victory,
definitely up to
as
something.
Linking play, you do have to tell a couple of people as well. I'm not sure if they're going left or if they're going straight still.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Yeah, that she has. So this is one of two that you get to follow or tail them. So turn right.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls!
Just trying to hide a hit on
I'm
him.
going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
So hopefully you guys and ladies and gentlemen are enjoying the video so far. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Stay tuned for more videos. I think he said right. I know it's left, right. Also, if you do join, welcome to hashtag Team Drift.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Doesn't look like anything.
Not irrelevant. $5.
Circumstantial. Looks like the old movie set downtown. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Interesting.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Just look down.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
She was blinking. Let's use an answer on this one. So is that a good cop or bad cop? I'm gonna say good cop.
We find him, or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Yeah. This one could be either accused or bad cop. I'm gonna say accused.
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
I don't think that's gonna work.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Let's see. Accused.
You know exactly what happened yesterday, don't you, Mrs. Bishop? You've been through it yourself.
I'm gonna call my lawyer. You have a damn cheek accusing me of that. You should be ashamed of yourself, Detective. I've already been through a lot today without your harassment.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were
Maybe it
more
was
helpful,
Bethel.
Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to the next location.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act. Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Let's go follow this guy and see what we can find for evidence. I think there's like a new.
So, you coming?
Around here somewhere.
So, you coming?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Yeah, you should tell him his boss now.
Me? Pervert company.
Nothing there, I'll do.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
They have no morals on what they do.
Seems irrelevant.
It can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
So that's the bathroom. There's a way to get to that section. Ah, there we go. It was supposed to make it look small, but it's not.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
I don't think that's a relevant, but that's very disturbing that there's a people like that there with a one-way mirror. So pretty much it allows you to see them, but they can't see you. Here we go.
So this is where you sprang from.
So there's one that's just getting made, and there's one that's already done. So I think that's it for that side. Up his newspaper.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Right. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer?
Nope. I know either 50 grand is decent enough, but not enough for that much of a buyout.
The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Nah, Sheldon, you're playing fire, man. Better watch your back. Something going on. Let's talk to this guy and see what he has to say.
What do you think? Hit Hopgood with the evidence, Phelps. See if he sings.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I say shenanigans.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
That might have been it.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are. I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski. Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake!
So on my PS4, I'm using the control freaks. I'm not sure which ones they are, but they're all the block ones. They could be
it's us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
Also using Elgato HG60S along with the Blue Yeti Mic Block Edition, and the Sennheiser HG569.
Bishop, that's enough!
Ow. That was not nice.
That girl made it all up!
No, she did not.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
Shoot Ballard! She's blackmailing me!
Hands in the air, Bishop! Move another inch and you're dead. Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
And speak of the devil. There they go.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Of course you do. They weren't kidding when they said that this was his run down. My goodness.
Christ, Detective, they're trying to kill me!
Last chance to back the hell down.
Take this for now.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me? There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Kill a cop, and it's the electric
Come
chair.
on, it's this way.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
God, they're everywhere. You have to get me out of here. This is insanity.
Weapons on the ground, now!
For the love of God, how many are there? I don't want to die here. This is all balanced.
Okay, so it's O2 to slow the way down as well. Just good to know.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
Put the weapon down.
Let's move forward!
Oh my goodness. Tense little shootout.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
This way!
Find some cover!
Come on, let's keep moving.
My thoughts exactly, mate.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Oops.
Let's go!
How long do you think you can hold out?
Follow me! Come on!
Tommy gun. Shoot him down like a
Now,
shotgun.
this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin
that right.
for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on,
And like
get
that,
your new
we are now
assignment.
promoted.
It was good
to the
working
next
with you, son.
Traffic. Or the next case. Speaking of working traffic case, I definitely would like to see maybe one more mission or case, I would say. We do get to work with him eventually, which I'm not thrilled on. He's
Phelps,
not my favorite
Mikowski,
partner
this
at
your
all.
work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
So this one is going to be a little bit longer. We'll try to cover the loading screens and see what it gets down to, but it's going to be a bit of a long video. So far, I am enjoying the playthrough of LA Noire. Hopefully you all, ladies and gentlemen, are also enjoying it
You
as
like
well.
jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
If you all don't forget to hit that subscribe button, also drifts the like button, slap it, shoot at it. Not literally, just hit the like button. It goes to show that
You'll like this
you guys
place.
are enjoying the
They treat you
videos. Helps me to know to put them out. But I am gonna keep playing this
What do you
until
think we
finish
want to
this
do? Stand at the
playthrough.
bar like chumps?
Table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives.
Seems like a real piece of work.
Just
not my favorite detective at all.
He was my only real friend, Harlan.
She is German.
We went through it all.
So.
Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore?
Don't
you ever forget your place with me
on
again.
that.
Do you hear me?
Goes to show what kind of character he
Evening,
is.
Doc. How's business?
He's a real piece of work.
Sanguine.
Hopefully he gets taken on.
Help me here.
But
I'm gonna have
in
to
this
give
case,
her
it's not
something
gonna happen
for
anytime
her
soon.
performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
I wish I had there. Let's see if there's a flashback. 6 months later. So until next time, hopefully you have enjoyed the gameplay or the video of LA Noire traffic case, the fallen idol. That is the last case for the traffic. Now we're promoted to homicide. Until next time, this is your shepherd and detective signing.